Hi, good morning, guys. This is my submission video or a demo video for this challenge, partner data collection using Visual Force. Uh, this challenge, since I have done the past challenges, this challenge is basically for me. It's setup wise. There is zero setup on my side, but I had to create like Visual Force pages to display the forms for the partner data collection. So I'm going to go through the whole process and I'm going to show you where exactly I have built this functionality. So let me start. The process starts with the lead entry. So uh, this is my Salesforce org, and this is where you do a lead entry. So it's a lead entry and qualification. This is like one of the first challenges. So you choose. So give a valid email ID so that it sends an email to that email ID. Maybe two. You can select the partner accounts as well. The partner accounts in the lead entry qualification are the accounts that have a industry defined as carriers. So those accounts are displayed in this page. So it's done. So we have created the opportunities and the partners. So if you go to here, you can see that that's the WWE Corporation, and you can see all the details. And there is a additional requirement that this value, like the data bandwidth and the voice channel, have to be populated, which I am doing it. And also in the lead entry page, there was a requirement that the industry has to be a pick list. So there you go, that's the industry pick list. So I did implement those additional features as well. And when this lead is created and the opportunity is created from the lead, so email is sent to that person. Okay, this is one other thing. So the partners are attached as opportunity partners. So here is the email. So that's the link to the form. This is the second step. This is the client data entry process, where an email is sent to the client, and then the client needs to do the data entry. So I'll just go through the process. This client data entry also based on the opportunity category, opportunity class, and the proposed solution. The client data entry form is decided whether I mean it needs to send to there are like 7 or 8 forms. So that route is decided based on these three field values. So for these three, it's carrier services A1, so that's the form 1. So let's see, and it will ask how many locations you have. No, just give some values. 20. You can leave them defaults. 2000 minutes. No, and click on next. Since you have mentioned that this is for 2 locations, so the forms are displayed twice, one for each location. You can leave them if you want to. So it said that thank you for filling the form, and click on the next, and it goes to the thank you page. So now we have filled the forms for the client data entry. So those forms are stored. If you have seen the previous challenges, you would know that those forms or form entries are stored on the custom object called client forms. So all the details about the client data entry is present over here. So all the phone numbers, fax, and all the other stuff. So after this, emails are sent to the partners. So partners are, let me show you who the partner is. To set up the partner, partners are nothing but the partners on the opportunity with the role of address and service validation. So when you create a partner, make sure that the role is set up as address and service validation, and every partner will have its contacts. So there you go, that's the contact, and the team will. So I think that's all. So it sends emails to the contact partner contacts. If you go back, you can see that it comes from the guest user. You can always change this value. I mean, it's admin setting, I think, but when you click on this one, this is the new part. So the partner data entry to the Visual Force page. So there you go. So this is you can see the form name over here, carrier services B1. So every form uh, that is that the partner needs to enter is also decided based upon the opportunity fields, the type, uh, the class, and the proposed solution. So this form is carrier services B1, and there you go. That's for the address, 1 King Street, Dallas, Texas, and the NPANX is the first six digits of the phone number, and the ILEC is the partners with the type carriers or the industry carriers. CLLI, I'm not sure what it is, but it's an input text field. Zone and the type. So you can choose the type and click on save and next. So when you click on save and next, it's going to take you to the second location. So it iterates, the form iterates, keeps iterating until all the locations are done. So this is for the Austin location. So that's done. So once you have done everything, it goes to the page and it says thank you for filling the form. If you go back and look at this opportunity, you can see that these are the partner forms that are created. So the details that we entered and the products that we selected with the speeds. I know that all this stuff is not in the requirements, but there had to be a way to basically store the data entry, right? So I created these custom objects and I'm using them. And the same thing applies if you really wanted to like look at the other forms. So this is the carrier services B2 form where the cable DSL providers are auto selected for the, and you can choose the other ones if you want for each address, or you can say carrier services B3. This is for the wireless providers, and if you CTF B1, I think so. That's, I'm sorry, CTF. So this one is for the CTF. You can add the values for each location, and you can put in the details. And if you and also if you do not give the form name, if you don't supply the form name, and if you just supply the opportunity ID, so the logic will basically calculate. Okay, this one is not present. Let me try this. So if you just give the opportunity ID, then what it's going to do is the logic will basically decide which form it is by looking at the fields on the opportunity. So let me show you what exactly this page is doing. So the partner form entry page is nothing but a Visual Force page which have like some components embedded in it. So this is the Visual Force page. This page has like components: carrier services B1 component, B2, B3 component, CTF B1 component. So what it does is, based on the form name that is provided, it renders the components. So every Visual Force page component has its own set of fields that are displayed on the form, and it uses the same controller. Whereas the controller logic is handled, the controller logic is basically to get in the field values and also the save the record. You can always navigate between the visual force and the visual flow from here, from the custom labels. So there you go. This is the partner form page. This is the custom label. So I'm using the partner form entry, but if you wanted to use the flows, you can always do that by removing the entry, and you can use just the partner form. So that's basically it for the challenge. I did update the documentation, and now you have a complete picture of the documentation with a lot more details in it. So please take a look at my documentation and send me an email if you have any other questions. Thank you. Bye bye.